Good evening. My name is Eva, and this is the Stratford Middle School Band under the direction of Mr. John Rickinger. Our first selection is Egypt Chief by William Owens. This piece is written in a style intended to evoke the spirit of ancient Egypt. Listen for driving percussion and complex harmonies. We hope you enjoy our performance.
These first three songs that we're playing for you this afternoon were on our large group contest program, again, about a month ago. And this band earned a gold rating, top rating from all the judges.
Our second selection is Crosswinds March by the well-known composer James Swearengin. Written as a spirited American-style march, this piece follows a traditional march form, but doesn't have the typical dogfight section near the end. This fast-paced march has been a challenge for the band as we learn about cut time and fast tempos.
Our next selection is Doppler Effect by Sean O'Loughlin. The piece was inspired by the scientific phenomenon of the same name. You have likely experienced this as a siren goes past you, starting at one pitch and leaving at another. O'Loughlin captures this idea with exaggerated dynamics and repeated rhythms throughout the song.
my favorite parts of this concert is getting to share with you, Stratford, the progression that these students go through in their years in music. Starting in 6th grade, now I typically don't invite the 5th graders to be part of this for the afternoon. They could. Then you'd really see the full spectrum. From the time that they first commit Jingle Bells all the way through their journey as student musicians. But getting to hear the 6th grade, the 7th and 8th grade, and the high school, hearing that progression as these students grow and mature as student musicians. In Stratford, I need your help. I need your help to keep that going. I need you, parents, community members, encourage your children to keep playing, to keep going. Like every team, I rely on my student leaders. And when the high school performs this afternoon, we're going to recognize our graduates. These are students that started with me. Well, I didn't have hair then either, but it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. And I look around the crowd and I see a lot of faces that you were in my bands, or you've had students in the bands going back, this is 22 years for me. Encourage your students to keep playing. As they grow older, schedules get busy. Of course they do. Stratford is a remarkable town. Our students are involved in a ton of things. And that's what makes them special. Keep them playing. Keep them engaged as they go through. I'll do everything I can on my end. Stratford, I need your help. I can't do it by myself. I want to see these kids playing here, and then in a few years, graduating as musicians. Okay? Take a look in the program. There's 10 skills that I listed in there, and it has nothing to do with being a musician, but it has everything to do with growing as a human being. It has everything to do with no matter where you go. When you look at these bands and you look at these students involved, we have athletes, we have academics, we have artists. And the skills that we learn benefit everything that these students are going to do. So keep your students playing. Keep them going all the way through. And in another 22 years, I can say the same thing to their grandkids. Who knows? It'll probably be time for me to go. So we have one more for you with a message of hope. And this one, I didn't tell my youngest that we were doing this one. She likes this band. Don't screw it up. My kid likes this song. No pressure.
Our last song is Believer by pop group Imagine Dragons. The song was composed by a lead singer, Dan Reynolds, after he was diagnosed with a severe chronic medical condition and started the process of coping with this life-changing event. The band arrangement uses driving percussion to set the stage for the recognizable melodies in the winds.
tradition here. We're going to switch over from to the high school portion of our concert. Thank you so much for your continued support of the arts in Stratford and for sharing this time with us this afternoon. We'll be back, give us about 5 to get switched over.